This meeting is being live streamed. Welcome to week 3 of Affirmative Yoga. I'm going to switch it to speaker rather than gallery and talk to you about setting our space. So today is our first day that we are using our essential oils. You should have received them in the mail by now. If you did not, please contact me. I have a bunch of oils up behind me. As you can tell, I'm in a different space and I'm at my parents' house. I'm taking care of my dad for a little over a week. And I do have some help coming in the next couple of days, but we got up really early this morning. I got him fed a little breakfast, a little coffee, and he's down for his morning chill time. Why I'm sharing all of this with you is that it's really, really easy to change our patterns, our habits, what makes us feel good when we go some other place. And that's why I am so excited that today of all days, week 3 is really a practice of for the self. It's called Love and Dedication, a practice for the self. And if we don't take the time to practice the self, practice with the self, practice for the self, then there's no way that we can take care of somebody else. And this particular series of mudras, of movements, can be very, very simplified, and it can also be very intensified depending upon what you need for yourself. So setting my stage, I have a fireplace off on the backdrop. It was a gorgeous still morning. I don't know that you can see it, but it's got the cotton candy pink and light blue, purpley colored sky. And I have some matches. I'm going to set a rose incense in my space. Nag Champa and rose that I brought from Colorado to Minnesota. And this morning, since the practice is about love and dedication to the self, ooh, can we light this? No, that would be terrible. One more time. I do have matches someplace else, but let's try this. Perfect. So lighting an incense, you light the end of it, you let it burn just enough to let it glow, then gently blowing it out so that the end is still glowing. And then where to stick it if you don't have an incense holder. One of my favorite things to do is to actually put it into a plant. So I don't know if I'm still going to be on screen back here. I am. Yes. No. I'm going to stick it right into this particular plant and make sure that as it burns down that it doesn't touch any of the leaves. And now for your oils. So you have wildflower soul and a hint of sandalwood. I would invite you to have both of those. Now you can always take anything that you want, but wildflower soul has frankincense, cashmere lavender, and orange. And take that into your hand. Roll it into the palm. Smear it on the bottoms of the feet. So just literally reaching forward, smearing my hands on the bottom of my feet. Now, I didn't put very much on there, so make sure you get, 2-3 drops. If you ever want a carrier, that's what I brought this for. This has actually jojoba in there and sandalwood oil, so it's the hint of sandalwood. You can always put the carrier in there and then put a few drops, and then it will hold into your feet. But it'll also make your mat more slippery. So in a pure essential oil, it will evaporate instantly. But if you have the hint of sandalwood on your hands, that has jojoba. So I just smeared it on the bottoms of my feet, rub the palms back together. And this was wildflower soul. And then you can have your hint of sandalwood at the side for the end of class. Cup the nose, breathe in deeply. Exhale it out. Breathe in again. Exhale. Breathe in one more time. Bring the palms together. Hold the breath up at the third eye and exhale the sound of Om. Keep the palms together for just a moment here and connect with the idea of love and dedication to the self. What is love and dedication to the self? How is it that you see yourself as being loving? And how is it that you can see yourself as being dedicated to who you are? How can you be loving to yourself? What's the talk that would be loving? What's the action that would be loving? Bring that into your awareness. And then think of being dedicated to yourself. If you were to be dedicated to yourself, what would that look like for you? If you were to be dedicated to yourself, what would that look like for you? Loving and dedicated. Take your palms, and we're going to go into our first mudra, Shunya mudra. Bend your middle finger down and bring your thumb over that first knuckle. And let the other fingers extend and just relax the hands right into the thighs. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Close the eyes. My hands are relaxing on my thighs. Now I'm sitting on the floor on a cushion. If you wanted to, you could be sitting right on the side of the chair. And your hands are in this Shunya mudra, and you're breathing in and you're breathing out. Look down at your hands and see if the index finger, the ring finger, and the pinky are extended. Notice the thumb as it's pressing in on that middle finger. Notice the thumb as it presses in on that middle finger. And the hands, again, they're just relaxed right on the thighs. Connecting to heaven, whether heaven is within us or around us. We experience heaven to the degree that we become conscious of it. So heaven, what would a heavenly experience be for you? Connecting with the idea of heaven. Heaven within. There's a belief that heaven and hell is actually not afterlife. It's in the now. If your life were to feel heavenly, what would it feel like? What makes a soft smile come across your face? You're breathing in, you're breathing out. Connect with this mudra, this gesture, this hand gesture of confidence, of consciousness. Confidence meaning you're taking a thought process and you're making it real. You're going beyond the buzz of the mind and you're shifting what feels inferior to what really is wisdom. So one more breath in this space. Connecting to heaven within, feeling the state of consciousness of heaven within us, and having that experience to whatever degree you can personally align with. Heaven, what would your heaven be like? What would a heavenly life be like? Sometimes we think, oh, it would be about money. Well, is it money or is it a state of being in that? If you had 100% health and wellness, what would you do with that? If you had unlimited funds, limitless funds, what would you do with that? If you had exactly the relationships you wanted, what would you do with that? And releasing that particular mudra and connecting with what's called detox mudra. Detox mudra, you're going to take your thumb and bring it in between your two hands and push on the ring finger. I'm going to take my thumb and push on the ring finger. The other two fingers stay connected. And again, relax the hands down. Make room for something new. Let go of grudges. Let go of bad memories. Let go of bad habits. So literally make room for something new. We had the idea of a heavenly experience. What do you need to make room for in order to make that happen? So again, staying exactly where you are, whether you're seated in what's called Sukhasana, where I just was, or maybe you're seated on a chair or on a couch and the hands are rested on the hands, and look down at that thumb. Press the thumb on the inside of the ring finger and allow the other two fingers to stay connected. Breathing. Feel the grounding of the earth underneath you. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Knowing that we're going to move the intensity up a little bit today. I'm always going to give you lots of options. These are the spaces right here, this mudra at the beginning. Come back to this throughout the week. We're practicing for the self. We're making room for something new. We're letting go of bad memories. We're letting go of bad thoughts. We're letting go of grudges. Anything that feels toxic in the system, use the thumb right now. Just let it go. Push, push, push. Use your thumb. Push it away. Making room for something new. If you were to get rid of a particular habit, what would you replace it with? If you were to let go of a particular memory or a grudge, ask yourself right now in the next 30 seconds, if you were to let go of a memory or grudge, what would you replace it with? Don't let the mind just wander off. Ask yourself, well, what would you replace it with? Now roll the right palm down onto the lap. And as you roll it down onto the lap, lift the left palm up. I might be opposite of you if there's a mirror thing happening. And as the left palm opens, kind of allow the fingers to tilt down somewhat and gaze at the palm. Think of forgiveness, first of all, to the self. What would you like to forgive the self for? What memories it's time for them to trickle off the hand? What memories no longer serve? Keep the eyes softly, like 1/10 open, looking at your palm. Forgiveness of the self. And in a long, deep breath, we're going to blow away memories that no longer serve. So take your breath in. Exhale it out. Let's do it 2 more times. Draw the breath in, forgiveness of the self. Draw in forgiveness. What would it feel like to just completely have no grudge against the self? And as you exhale, blow away memories that no longer serve. 1 more time. Lower the left palm down. Come up onto your knees if this serves, and if not, stay right where you are or on the couch, right where you are. But if you want to come up on your knees, it can also be a nice little treat to switch it around. And I like to take my cushion, I have kind of like a funny little cushion, and sit back on it, and it evens out the space. The mantra Aham Prema is a mantra that means I am love. It means I am devotion. Inhale in the palms straight up overhead so that you're engaging the fingers, webbing the fingers. And I'm going to straighten the arms up. And as I circle around, let me keep moving back so you can see me. I'm going to circle the arms back and forward. Aham, A-H-E-M, prema, P-R-E-M-A, aham, prema, aham, prema, aham, prema. Now, if I'm sitting in a rock, so my feet are tucked underneath me. I have a cushion, a pillow. The hands are straight up. Now, if I'm going to sit on the couch, keep going, keep going, keep going. Same thing. Hands are straight up overhead. Aham, prema. Aham, prema. This should feel absolutely delicious in your shoulders and in your neck. Aham, prema. If you have a stiff spine, if all you can do is have the elbows bent here and you're circling around, aham, prema, that's fine. If you can straighten the arms to whatever degree, aham, prema. Feel the shoulders, feel the back, the tailbone, aham, prema. Aham, prema. My chin is level to the earth. The thumbs roll back, the pinkies come forward. The thumbs roll back, the pinkies come forward. About 30 more seconds. Aham, prema. If your fingers feel like they're going numb, squeeze them. If your arms feel like they're going numb, bend and straighten the elbows. Move the shoulders around. Aham, prema. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Somewhere in India, we'll do this like, I don't know, 25 minutes. But you don't get tired for some reason. Aham, prema. I am love. Aham, prema. Aham, prema. Aham, prema. Aham, prema. Inhale the hands straight up. And then exhale them down. And move the arms out to the side, out to the side, out to the side, out to the side, out to the side. Circle them out and in. Come up onto the knees or stay seated where you were. And now bring the hand into that Shunya Mudra where the thumb comes over just the middle finger. So the extension on the index and the ring and the pinky. Have the arms go out to the side and in. And you can be on your knees, which kind of feels good, warming up that synovial fluid on the kneecaps. I'm on a very, very hard floor, but I do have a very, very, very thin mat. It's all right. So again, stay right where you are. I'm just kind of showing you what my knees look like. We're going to stay here just a few more rounds. Now, if you're on the couch, same thing. You just sit right there. Move the arms out and in. So the hands are still on the mudra. The thumb pressing into the middle finger. The Shunya Mudra, connecting with what's the heavenly experience that you would like. 2 more circles here, and then we're going to come to a standing position. So if you're on the side of the couch, your next time up, come up to a standing position and keep moving the arms. If you were seated, come up to a kneeling position and then a standing position. Let's see if I can shift this around. Continue. I'm going to have to move this to the other side. Keep the arms circling. 2 more, 2 more, 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. I'm going to keep them out wide and circle in the opposite direction. Out and in. Out and in. You're still holding that mudra. So the thumb is still pressing in on the middle finger. If the mind starts to become super active, bring it back into the awareness of what are you bringing into your experience? What would be a heavenly experience? Arms are up, chin is straight forward. Arms come up, chin straight forward. Arms come up high and bring them all the way down. And I'm going to shift where we are. Stretch the arms straight up, 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 up. Come down to one side. So my feet are straddled. Drop down on the right arm and look up toward the left. Come back up, 5-pointed star. Left arm down, right arm up, and look up toward the right arm. Have it straight up from the shoulder. So not behind you, not in front of you. Straight out, just notice where the body goes. 1 bar at each side. The feet are wide. Look up toward the left as the right reaches down. Look up toward the right as the left reaches down. Now bring the feet together. Same thing. Side stretch. Way over, left arm up. Way over, right arm up. Now draw both hands back together. Close the eyes and connect with detox mudra. So the thumb presses on the inside of the ring finger and just relax. Close the eyes, breathe. 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 Keep the hands in detox mudra. Have the arms go out and in. Out and in. Come back down onto your knees. Out and in. Just to the knees. Now, if this is not an option, come to the seated position on the couch. One more circle, out and in. Now, sit back into your heels if this is accessible. And if it's not, sit back onto your chair. Inhale the left arm up, and we're going to side stretch over into the right. So I'm going to just lean onto my right palm. Maybe this is where I'm going to stay. Maybe I'm going to just look up at the left. Maybe I can bend that elbow in and then lift it back up. Left palm. Lean into it ever so gently. Open up the right side ever so gently. Again, I could be sitting on the couch and doing this, on my chair and doing this. One more time each side. Lean into the palm, look up toward the sky. Open up the opposite side of the body. Feel like you're squeezing all the organs inside the body. Both arms up, left arm comes down. Lean and open up, squeeze the organs on the other side. Bring both palms back up. Standing back up. Coming to a standing straddle. So the feet are going to be wide. I'm going to move the screen completely to the other side now. But there's your standing position. Let's see if we can give ourselves much more room here now. A little Valentine. Viewfinder. My oils. Let's see how we do. In your standing straddle, got my notes. And we're going to come back into Shunya Mudra. Shunya Mudra is where the palm, the thumb pressed in onto the ring finger, and the palm comes down. The other fingers are extended. This is tricky. These are tricky. Arms are up. Bring the hands in. Bend into the right knee and circle the right arm around. And bring it back in. Bend into the left knee. Circle the arm around. Move the table. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. There. Circle it around. Circle it around. Keep going. Keep going. Trying to make it a little easier for you to see. Circle. Watch what my toe does. It turns out and then it comes back in. It turns out and it comes back in. Now here's a modification. I could just step one foot out and then step it back. Step the other foot out and step it back. Step one foot out and then come back. You can see my mom's harp on the side. Isn't that cute? Step it out and then come back. Nice deep step if you wish. Nice deep step if you wish. One more time each side. Watch the hand. Watch the toe. Move the body in a manner that feels loving, dedication to the self. Draw the hands in. Release the mudra. Bring the palms together. Extend the arms. Now, maybe this is where you are. Maybe you can actually engage the hands behind the back. Lock the hands behind and fold forward. Lift back up and lean back. Now, I did an exaggeration. Maybe your only movement is to have your hands on the side of your waist and to just gently come forward and to gently come back. Then you just stay here and you do that. If you can engage the hands, if you're allowed the space this morning to lean forward, lean forward, lean forward, let the blood flow come into the cheeks. Do that. We'll try that again. Allow the hands to lift up behind the back, the heart. Allow the blood flow to come into the face. Allow the hamstrings to be open. Lift the body back up and lean back. Allow the shoulders to roll down. Allow the heart to be open. The weight of gravity to open up the shoulders. 2 or 3 more rounds. Whatever you're doing, whatever space, whatever pace, how slow, how fast. Notice how the feet feel. Notice how the spine feels. Softening that highway from tailbone to head. Release the hands. We're going to come into levitating light body, which we've done, I think, for week 1. We lift it up to the tippy toes. The hands come up high. Now, this might be where you stay. Maybe just playing with your balance is enough. We're going to bend down deeply into the knees while the heels stay lifted. Again, meet yourself where you are today. Might be different than before. Bend down, bend down, bend down, bend down, bend down. The spine curl ever so gently. Let the chin press into the throat ever so gently. Watch the heels as you straighten the knees back up again. Now flatten the feet. Curl the spine, lift the arms up, 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 up to the tippy toes again. So if you know what you're doing, stay with that. If this feels really challenging, follow me here. Flatten the feet down and just bend the knees and straighten the knees. And maybe that bend and straighten is really going to be a difference of 1 to 3 inches in here. Maybe you're going to bend down deeply, but you're never going to lift the heels. So levitating light body. You want to feel the sensation of lifting up, exhaling heaven, inhaling heaven, inviting heaven into your light body. Stay there, lifting up, lifting back down, lifting back up, lifting back down, lifting back up, lifting back down. Two more rounds. Inviting heaven into your light body. Light, 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 light. Play with your balance. And every time you do this, hopefully you're doing this class maybe 2 more times before next week. Use the mental picture of a light heavenly body. Draw the palms down. Bring the hands right up in front of the chest as though that you're going to rip open your rib cage. You're going to step the feet out. Double inhale through the nose. Bend down to the knees ever so gently. Squeeze every muscle on your body except for your face and then a double exhale through the mouth as the palms open up. Curl the spine, double breath in. Squeeze every muscle in the body and exhale out. Squeeze every muscle in. Exhale out. Double breath in. Squeeze every muscle, and exhale out with force. Last one, double breath in. Exhale out. Come to a standing position, palms open, close the eyes and breathe. Breathe. A practice of love and dedication. What would it be like to be loving to the self? How would it feel to feel absolutely dedicated to the self? Stepping wide. Bring the hands back into like a flat palm. You're going to turn the right knee out, push the left hand, right hand stays in the heart. Make a big circle. Now turn that toe so it faces forward again. Bring the hand back into the heart. Turn the left toe out. Use the right hand, make a big circle. Very Tai Chi, like feel the fingers reaching out from the shoulders. Now I turn my toe back in again. Notice what I'm doing. Turn the right toe, use the left arm, make a big circle, bend the knee. Watch the hand create that circle. And then center it back in front of my heart. Left toe turns, right palm. Watch the whole circle. Move the energy out of the heart that feels stuck and replace it with something that feels light. Nice, deep, wide circle. Notice where you are now. If this feels too challenging for you, just turn one direction, make a circle, and bring the hands back together. Turn the other direction, make a circle. You don't have to bend down deep into the knees if your knees are not cooperating with you today. But move the energy away from the heart. Step into one foot at a time. Watch the hands so you can get out of your head, get out of your story, get out of your memory list, your to-do list, what you can or cannot do. Chi of the heart. So you're working with the energy of the heart. When we want to be loving and dedicated to the self, we sometimes need to get rid of dark grudges, dark memories, dark thoughts. Leaning into that one foot. I'm going to go back into a deeper stance if that works for you. Join me. If you not, stay right where you were. 2 more breaths each side. Exhale. Exhale. Let the arm reach. Exhale. Exhale. Now we're going to change it up just a little bit. Turn the same toe, same hand. So my right toe turns out, my right hand turns out. I'm going to lean kind of into that same side. Watch the hand and then turn the toe in and center the palms. Left toe turns out, bend down deep into the knee. Watch the hand. Reach out, reach up, turn the toe in, center the hand. One more time each side, and then I'll show you a less complicated version. If this feels challenging, allow yourself to chuckle, to laugh. If you feel uncoordinated, that's okay. Keep trying. Stay with this if this feels good. If this feels a little bit challenging, again, just step the right foot out to the side, bend the knee just a little bit, and circle the arm around. Watch the breath. Inhale. And exhale when the palms come together. Watch the breath, regulate the heart. Love and dedication to the self. Inhale. And then exhale. 2 more times each side. Right where you are. Whatever you're doing, make it challenging, make it simplified. Big open palm, scooping the energy of the universe right into your heart. Scooping, 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 scooping. And then bring the palms back together. Hands together, close the eyes, breathe. Breathe, 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 breathe. Keep the right hand on the heart and lift the left palm up, come back into Varata Mudra. And what is it that you want to let go of? What grudge? What story? What would allow you to feel that you're living in a heavenly experience? Gaze at the palm. What is that image that comes up? What's that memory that comes up? Take a nice deep breath and blow it out. Releasing memories, blowing away habits, whatever doesn't serve anymore. And let the hand come down. Engage the fingers, and your index finger is going to come up. So all my other hands are connected. And this is going to be more complicated than it is challenging. So get ready to just, again, enjoy your own sense of humor. We're going to inhale the hands straight up. And then we're going to exhale. We're going to bow forward. Now, maybe all you're going to do is bow forward and you have like a couch or something near you. Bow forward and just kind of stop right there. Maybe that's it. Maybe you want to come all the way down to the ground. That's fine too. But before your fingertips touch the ground, before they touch, inhale, lifting straight back up again. Now here's where it gets fun. We're going to jump the feet out wide. Now, if jumping is not into your repertoire, just step the feet out wide. Inhale, exhale, fold forward again, touching the side of the couch, or just before it touches the ground, inhale, lift back up again. Squeeze the thighs, squeeze the glutes. And guess what? We're going to step or jump the feet back together. And bring the hands back in to the palms right there. All right, that's it. We're going to do that a couple times. Inhale the hands straight up. Index fingers are pointed. Exhale, bow forward, either to the couch or to the earth. Just before they touch, inhale, lift up. Jump or step wide. Bring the hands back into the heart. Inhale, lift back up. And bow forward. So it's really only 2 movements. It's just a matter of how far do you want to take the movement. And then we jump or step the feet back into the heart. Shooting star is this Kriya. We inhale and then we exhale. We inhale, we jump, and we exhale. Each time you're centering the palms right in front of the heart. Inhaling back up and exhale. Again, to the couch or to 1 millimeter before you touch the earth. Squeeze the thighs. Step or jump. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, center. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale and center. 2 more times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale again. Maybe it's just to the couch. Maybe it's back up. Follow what your body says yes to. Inhale. Maybe it's just to the couch. Last full set. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe. Breathe. What would you like to detox from? Put your hands in detox mudra. The thumb presses on the inside of the ring finger. The other 2 fingers stay together as you stand and breathe. What would you like to detox from? What thoughts, what memories, what grudges, what habits, Doesn't have to happen today. Just bring it into your intention. This is something I'd like to detox from. Maybe it's a person. Maybe it's a situation, a circumstance of events. What would you like to detox from? Breathe. 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 Release the hands down. We're going to do 3 flows. Now, I'll do a simplified flow first. If you want to do your own flow, jump right into it. Exhale, fold forward. Maybe you're just coming to the couch or a chair. Inhale, lift halfway up, pull the tailbone back. Remember, I'm doing a simplified one first. So if you already know what you're doing, do that. Exhale, come forward. Come onto your knees. And you're going to come back into child's pose. Now, this might be where you are. Maybe your knees don't bend any further. If you can rock back into a child's pose, fantastic. If you cannot, then just circle around. One direction here, one direction, the opposite direction. If you can come back into your knees, do that 2 or 3 times. Inhale, draw up, exhale, come back down. If that feels pretty simple for you, come up into your high plank, and then holding in the high plank, feel the heels drawing away, the hands right underneath the shoulders. The breath draws in from the heels up through the crown, out through the mouth, in through the heels, up through the crown, out through the mouth. If this is too intense for you, then just stay in a cat-cow where the tailbone draws back and the nose is forward. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Walk the feet back up, stepping one foot then the other, or step, hop, jump. Come into a forward fold. Sweep the arms up. Exhale the hands. Back in front of the heart. 2 more times. Find your own flow, or I'll guide you through another version. Inhale the palms straight up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Maybe your hands just come to the couch. Maybe your hands come to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Step your feet back, come into a high plank or into cat-cow. If you're in cat-cow, do 5 rounds of cat-cow. If you're in high plank, breathe in, breathe out. Draw the right heel up, lower it down. Draw the left heel up, lower it down. Press the toes forward, draw the hips back. You should be done with your cat-cow. Drop down into the knees, bring the heart forward, keep the hips up. Can you press the chin in, the tailbone up, and curl the toes? So my hands are just pressing underneath my shoulders. My weight's on my chest and my chin, my tailbone is up high. Now roll the heart forward and come right onto the ribs. Uncurl the toes so they press onto the mat and have my hands right underneath my shoulder. Maybe that's where I'm going to stay. Maybe I have to have my whole body forward. Maybe I can push up ever so gently into the front of my hip, straightening the elbows and look over the right shoulder and the left shoulder. Maybe that's completely not in my practice, and that's okay too. Lowering it back down and either come back into your child's pose or tuck the toes underneath, push the hands straight up, peel the front of the body up, and then roll over the toes into a downward facing dog. If downward facing dog is not in your practice, please be in child's pose. This is child's pose. Or just rest in cat-cow if you don't want to bend your knees. If you're in downward facing dog, pedal out the heels, looking toward the left hip, looking toward the right hip, looking toward the left shoulder, looking toward the right shoulder. Press the chin really tight into the throat. Roll up to the tippy toes, push down into the heels, nod the head yes and no. I feel like you're squeezing the mat toward the toes, and then step, jump, hop, or walk the feet to the front of the mat. If you're in your cat-cow, start to walk your feet forward, circle, sweep the arms all the way up. And then again, bring the palms right in front of the heart and breathe, close the eyes. Connect with what you just did. We're going to do one more round of a flow. Again, your choice what you do. Your choice what you do. If you were to do this practice in a different state, you might do 10 brief, quick flows. You might do 3 slow flows. Inhale the hands, stand up. Exhale, swan, dive the arms out. Now again, hands come to the side of a chair or the couch, or maybe down to a block or to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. You know what you want to do on this flow. Find your own way of moving your body. Maybe you're going to come into a high plank. Maybe you're going to lower down and come into a chaturanga. Maybe you're going to do a cat-cow. Maybe you're going to just do a child's pose. Use the toes to push yourself into a down dog. Pedal out the heels, nodding the head yes and no. If you're in your cat-cow or child's pose, come up and out and walk the hands, the feet, forward to the hands. Circle sweep the arms all the way up. Bring the hands back in front of the heart. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Come down into the knees. And maybe you want to be sitting on a chair. Reach the arms out wide and then come into a seated, coming into the heels. Come back up onto the knees, reach the arms out wide, and then come back in. Now, if you don't have accessibility on your knees with that, reach the arms out and then reach the arms down. And just have the spine lifting and curling. Move the arms. The flower it's like a sunflower opening up, and then sweep the arms in front. And it curls down forward. 2 more. Open and then back down. Open it back up. Now stay there. Stay there, stay there, stay there. If you're on a chair, stay there. If you're on your knees, stay there. Reach the hands behind your back, regardless of where you are. If you're seated on a chair or on the couch, you're going to work with just leaning back ever so slightly. Maybe lean back into the chair. Just start to work on a soft curve with the arc of the back. Push the hips forward. Now, if you're on the earth and camel is in your practice, perhaps you want to go ahead and shorten that distance ever so slightly. Tuck the toes, and maybe you're just going to reach back one heel at a time. Maybe it's in your practice to squeeze the thighs together, lift the heart up, and reach back for both. Open the heart, open the shoulders, squeeze the thighs, pull the hips forward so that you can open up the energy through the throat and the shoulders. Squeeze the thighs together, pull the hips forward, relax the head. Now, if you are seated in a chair, again, you can still totally do this posture. Put the hands behind your back, squeeze the elbows together. Maybe this is it. Lean back, maybe reach the hands back onto the side of the cushion or the chair. Maybe reach back if it's like a dining room chair and lean back. What we're trying to do is create a gentle softness, a gentle subtleness, pliability, making that spine a little bit more nimble. Breathe back, breathe back, breathe back. And then come back out of your camel and then come onto your back. So if you are on a chair and you don't want to come onto your back, you can just hug forward. If you can come onto your mat, we're going to come into what's called chakrasana. Lay on the back, tuck or tickle the back of the heels. And again, maybe this is too intense for you right there. Maybe you can peel your hips up off the mat, squeeze the thighs. The head should actually be looking straight toward the ceiling, not toward your screen. And lower it down. Lift the hips up again. Let the arms come up and overhead. On the exhale, lower the hips. Now, maybe do this a few more times. Maybe take a block and put it underneath you. Maybe take your hands and put it underneath your hips. Again, never turn the chin, keep it pressed into the throat. Maybe this is where you're going to stay. Maybe you want to come into a full wheel. If so, Your hands are going to come underneath your shoulders. Your chin is going to look straight toward the sky. You come first to the crown of the head, and then you'll push yourself straight up into a full wheel. Maybe that's not in your practice. Stay where you are. Breathe in, breathe out. Maybe you come back into half wheel chakrasana. Exhale, come down, bring the knees into the chest and rock side to side. When we go into wheel, when we go into chakrasana, anytime we're pressing the heart up toward the sky, you're creating a vulnerability. So rock the knees side to side, rock the spine forward and back. Allow the fingers to be hugged in toward the shins. And as you rock up and down on the spine, notice the pressure that you're feeling into the spine and charging the spine up. So breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And draw the knees all the way up into a forward bend. Actually, sorry. Extend the legs out in front and bend the knees here. Come forward here. Look toward the right shoulder, look toward the left shoulder. Bend the right knee, straighten the left, bend the left, straighten the right. Breathe in, breathe out. Come back into a seated position, whether it's on your chair, the couch, Sukhasana, half lotus. Come back to your heavenly experience. Suppress the thumb into the middle finger. What would be a heavenly experience for you? Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Heavenly experience. Release the hands. If side crow is in your practice, go ahead and hit pause on the recording. Go into side crow on your right, side crow on your left. That's going to be a bonus asana that we will add in later at another time. But right now, come back. If you've done side crow, we're going to come back into a standing position. So if you've done side crow, come into a standing position. Stand on the left foot and either stand next to something that's going to give you a little bit of support, or do this all on your own. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Bend down, bend down, bend down, bend down, and connect in detox mudra. So press the thumb on the inside of the ring finger. Press both elbows into the knee and the ankle. Breathe in, breathe out. Play with the balance. Breathe in, breathe out. Knee up, lower it down, other side. Cross the left ankle over. Breathe in, breathe out. Put the knee back up. Bring it back down. Extend the arms out to the side. Send the feet out. Turn the right toe underneath the right hand. Left toe is straight at the screen. Left arm is straight out. I'm going to reach toward the right side. I'm going to twist down sideways. Maybe this is where I stay. Maybe I can go down to Trikonasana. Maybe I have my hand on a block. Maybe I have my hand on the side of a cushion. Now I want you to twist. So from there, keep the feet right where they are and just twist the upper body straight down at the ground. And now bring the left shoulder toward the right foot. If you have a spine injury, don't twist the spine. Left hand toward the right thigh, bring the right hand up toward the right hip. Notice the mind, notice the control issues, notice the self-talk that happens when we do something complicated. Full Parita Trikonasana might look like you're releasing the left foot, reaching into the right, looking toward the right palm, and then lower it back down. Draw the body weight back up. Switch the feet to the side. Modify this. Why I love this particular asana is it's the mental picture that we give ourselves. So I'm going to lean you back into it again. Reach your left arm out. Come into Trikonasana. And maybe my hand is just up on a chair. Maybe it's down on the ground. Maybe it's on a block. Looking up toward the right sky, the right side. Lower the hand down. Becoming impatient and frustrated with ourselves is our way of trying to control the outcome of what we're doing. When we relax, we align with ourselves with a power and energy that ultimately works on our behalf in all dimensions of our life. So again, full Trikonasana or Pavita Trikonasana, left arm is up, finding that twist. This might be extremely intense. And if so, put one hand on the couch, pull the hips back and just look over the left shoulder. Just give a gentle twist. You can make this complicated, you can make this simple. It's all up to you. It's like life. Meet your body where it's at. One more breath in, one more breath out. And lower the left hand down. Come back into a forward fold. Roll the body up. Inhale the hands. And exhale the hands down. Bring the palms right into the heart. And we're going to bend. We're going to jump. We're going to twist. We're going to dance. We're going to jump for joy. We're going to stay here for about 1 minute. Going a little bit longer. Took a little bit more time with some of the mudras at the beginning. Dance, jump, hop, skip, move. Again, put on some fun music. Maybe this is the only thing that you do in your day. Anytime you want to repeat this class, do the 3 mudras and maybe just dance. Put on a happy song. Put on something funny. Put on something that makes you laugh. Allow yourself to have a good time. We're going to kind of rush through this because we've got to get to the end. But allowing yourself to shake, allowing yourself to move, allowing yourself to laugh out loud is such an important about being loving and dedicated to the self. Come back into breath. Inhale, lift up onto the levitating light body again. Exhale, bend down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, flatten the feet out. Find your own version of this and exhale. Last time. Come down onto the ground. And either onto your chair, onto the couch, onto your knees in Vajrasana. Bringing the right hand up and the left hand out in front of you. Forgiveness of the self, blowing away memories that no longer serve. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Inhaling the hands again up overhead. 7 rounds. Aham prema. Aham prema. Aham prema. Aham prema. I am love. Churn that right into the mind. Aham prema. It is our truth. Aham prema. One more. Aham prema. Release the hands. Come onto your back and lie down. or sit onto the side of the couch. If you want to lay down, allow the arms to float open, the toes to roll open, the head to just lie still. Breathing in, breathing out, feeling your toes. Stay there if you're lying down. If you want to be on the side of a chair, close the eyes, wiggling your toes and feeling your ankles and noticing all of the different body parts, finding gratitude, love, filling the lungs with breath. Love and dedication to the self. What would it be like to treat the self with true loving kindness? To detox the mind from negative grudges and memories. Connecting with the idea of a heavenly experience, knowing that heaven is really a state of consciousness, not a place that we visit. Breathing in, breathing out. Forgiving the self. Feeling a softness through the eyes. Kindness in the cheeks. Gentleness in the heart. How will you take extra time this week to treat the self with love? To dedicate your time to you. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out. Stay right where you are. May you find peace in your thoughts. May you find peace in your words. May you find peace in your heart. And tipping your chin in wherever you are, nodding. Om Shanti, 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Stay in this space of love, dedication, kindness, heavenly experience for the self. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your week. Come back to the mudras. Come back to just dancing. And we will see you in 2 weeks, or next week for week 4.